Welcome back to another My Friggin' Movie Review. Today we're going way out into space and talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I was really excited to see that the prior cast and crew of the Guardians of the Galaxy film made it back for this third and final James Gunn installment of Guardians of the Galaxy, including fan favorites Bradley Cooper, Vin Diesel, Karen Gillan, Dave Bautista, Zoe Saldana, and of course none other than Star-Lord. But as we all know, James Gunn definitely likes adding a few new faces, so there's plenty of new people that get introduced into this film to give you something to look forward to seeing that you hadn't seen before. Of course, with any Guardians of the Galaxy film, there are certain aspects that we look forward to seeing each and every time a new movie comes out, which includes cool action scenes and of course, the music. James Gunn definitely does not hold back, and he gives you a little bit of everything that you liked before, but sprinkling in some new unexpected emotion, sadness, and other really cool aspects. I think if I break down this film objectively, you can really narrow down and say this has really good writing, really good cinematography, great fight choreography, and of course the music, score, and all that fun stuff. But when I look at this objectively, I do have to throw in kind of a little content warning because they really rain down the sadness and the emotion in this one. That being said, there is a really cool balance between hitting you with like really horribly sad, depressing scenes, but then immediately punching you in the face with a really funny, hilarious joke, and then immediately punching you in the face with another really sad and, depressing kind of situation. So I would advise you to take some Kleenex to this one because you're gonna be crying so hard from laughing and crying so hard from being sad. I feel like that I had a very up and down experience with this movie in that I was sometimes too happy laughing that I was missing some of the other things that was being said, but then at the same time I was too sad and kind of depressed, and I was kind of like, what is happening here? So it's really hard to gauge where do you fall on this film because I can't stop thinking about the fact that this is probably not one that I'm going to see a whole bunch because of those really strong emotional moments. But at the same time, I can't step away from the fact that they were really deep and I experienced a roller coaster of emotions throughout the film. I still would recommend that you check this one out in theater. However, again, knowing that there's a little bit of a warning with that one where you're gonna have this really high emphasis, not only on emotional aspects, but even a little bit of kind of animal cruelty, which is a big aspect of the overall story in this one. So because of that up and down emotional roller coaster that I experienced, plus some subjective frustrations that I had with some minute details of it, and the overall experience of really not necessarily feeling like I can watch this one over and over and over, it did have a slight impact to my overall score, but not to my impact of enjoying the movie itself. At the end of the day, I'm gonna give this one 4.5 Star-Lords out of 5. Still a great score, still a great film, and still highly recommend checking this one out. So fly on down to the movie theater, watch Volume 3, and then let me know if I'm friggin' right or I'm friggin' wrong. Star-Lord here. Since you stayed after the credits, I thought I'd give you a quick little tip. You can go to the Am I Still on the Air podcast or YouTube channel to check out a full spoiler review for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Host DX Don Mega invited myself as well as our buddy Peeps from the People's Forum to discuss this and break it down. Or of course you could find it on reddragonsradio.com.